Hello students, welcome to YouTube channel Vidya for Success. Dear students, in this video let us study percentage bar diagram. So what is a percentage bar diagram? It is also one of the variety under one dimensional diagrams, bar diagrams. Okay, so what is a one dimensional diagram? Nothing but diagram which will be considering only one dimension, which will be considering the magnitude will be considered only in one dimension. So those type of diagrams are referred as one dimension diagram. Under one dimension, there are four different varieties: simple bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, component bar diagram, and percentage bar diagram. So in this video, we will be studying the percentage bar diagram. So percentage bar diagram is also another form of component bar diagram. Why? What is the reason? The reason here is, here also we will be considering multiple variables. So within a bar, within one rectangular bar, we will be considering few more variables. All these variables need to be represented as different components or different segments. But here, instead of representing each component or segment by its value, they will be, on the other hand, they will be represented by its percentage with respect to the magnitude. So here, what is a percentage bar diagram then? Here nothing but a bar diagram where components are not the actual values but percentage of the whole. Okay, so we will be considering the total value, total magnitude, and each variable will be considered by its percentage. So these type of bar diagrams are referred as percentage bar diagrams. So next, as I told you here, the components are not actual values. So we will be dividing the entire length of the bar will be divided into multiple small components or segments. How they are considered? They are not considered by their actual values, but they are considered by the percentage of the whole. Okay. Next, followed by this, the bars are drawn with height equal to 100 each. So in a, while representing a percentage bar diagram, we may be having only one rectangular bar, or else we may be having n number of rectangular bars. That's not a matter here. But all these rectangular bars are of equal height. What is that height? The height is equal to 100. Okay, so all the rectangular bars within the percentage bar diagram will be of equal height. The height is equal to 100. Further, this one rectangular bar, further this rectangular bar of height 100 will be divided into multiple segments, and each segment will be expressed by not their actual value, but they are expressed in terms of percentage with respect to the entire whole magnitude, with respect to the total. Okay, next, how we are going to find the percentage of a particular segment? What we will be doing here, the entire rectangular bar will be divided into small segments. So how are you going to find what will be the length of each segment, or what is the percentage of each segment? So for that we will be using the formula: the percentage of individual component or individual segment is equal to individual value divided by total value into 100. Why we are multiplying here with 100? Because we want to express the component in terms of percentage, that is 100. Always percentage is nothing but 100. That's why we are multiplying it with 100. Okay, so the individual component percentage, how we are going to ascertain it? It will be ascertained by the formula: the percentage of individual component is equal to individual value divided by total value multiplied by 100. Next, let us consider an example. Following are the marks obtained by two students, A and B, in annual examination. Represent the data by percentage bar diagram. So this particular data can be represented by ordinary component bar diagram, but now they are asking us to represent it via percentage bar diagram. Why? What is the reason? Because we want to know what is the percentage change. If you want to compare the percentage of Kannada with respect to statistics, of Kannada with respect to economics, like that, then it will be useful. 100% is the standard norm. So if you want to compare it standard norm, then better to go with percentage bar diagram. So here in the table they have given marks of two students, student A and student B, of 6 subjects, and also they have given the total. Okay, so here the total, that is the whole magnitude, is very important here. Okay, in case if they have not given, then we need to add all these values, individual values will be added to get the complete total of each student. Now let us solve this. So first of all, before solving this complete problem, what we need to do? We need to come up with the component percentage. Okay, nothing but in this example we need to find percentage of each subject. So first of all we will be using the formula to convert marks into percentage. Okay, so marks has been given, for example, so student A marks is 72, 85, 97, 88, 90, 94. These are the marks, but we cannot construct using this marks. We want to construct the percentage bar diagram using the percentages. That's why marks will be converted into percentage. So what is the formula? Very simple. Already we know that percentage of individual component, or percentage here, percentage of a subject will be known by percentage of subject is equal to individual value divided by total value into 100. Okay, so let us say we want to know what is the percentage of Kannada subject of student A. So the student A has scored 72 in Kannada. So what is his total marks? Total marks is 526. So 72 divided by 526 into 100 will give us the percentage of Kannada of student A. So that is 13.69%. But it will be difficult for us to exactly pinpoint 13.69 in the graph sheet. So what will we be doing? We will be rounding it off. So approximation is 14% is the approximation. Okay, 14% is the approximation. Next, followed by this 14% approximation. Next, we will consider one more thing. Student B, his statistics marks is 95. So 95 divided by his total score. Total score he has scored 544. So 95 divided by 544 will give, when to multiply by 100 will give us the value 17.46, but we cannot exactly pinpointly say what where is 17.46. That's why we will be rounding it off. We will go with 17. Okay, so the student A Kannada percentage is 14%. Student B statistics percentage is 17%, 14% and 17%. Okay, sorry. Next, now these were the individual percentage of one particular subject, but we need to construct a new table. So how the new table will look? It is the new table. Okay, so the first column will indicate the subjects: Kannada, English, statistics, economics, business studies and accountancy along with the total. And another second column will indicate the student A, and the third column will indicate student B. So again, second column is split into three more columns: marks, the actual marks obtained by the student, and we are now converting it into percentage. So this the second the column in student column A, here it is indicating in percentage what is the value. So if the student marks is 72 in Kannada, when it comes to in percentages, when we talk about in percentage, then it is 14% out of 100. Okay, out of 100 it is 14%. Similarly, for English it is 16%, statistics 18, 17, 17 and 18. So these are the different percentages. If you add all these values, you need to get 100. Okay, so if you won't get 100 here, then there is a mistake committed. Okay, next, followed by this we will be adding one more column, that is cumulative percentage. Why we need to go with cumulative percentage? Okay, the reason here is it will be easy for us to divide the entire length of the rectangular bar easily, or else it will be difficult, because we in first we will be dividing at 14%. Next we have to divide it at 16%. It will be difficult. So instead it will be easy. First you divide the rectangular bar at 14%, next you divide it at 30%, next 48% is easy option. That's why we will be going with cumulative percentage. Same narration with the student B as well. So in case if we have been asked to find the percentage bar diagram, first we need to go with these formulas. Later we need to construct the new table. So followed by which we will be plotting the diagram. Before plotting, we need to come up with the scale. So what is the scale here? So here we are representing a percentage bar in terms of 100. So here let us say that y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10%. If you are having bigger sheet or graph sheet, then you can go with 1 per centimeter is equal to 5%. You can choose any of the scale. It's left to the discretion of the user. Now let us come up with the percentage bar diagram. So this is the percentage bar diagram. So this is percentage of student A and student B. So the total height of each rectangular bar is 100%. You can notice here both the rectangular bars are of same height. There is no variation. but within the rectangular bar, each component is of different percentage. So, for example, student A, he has scored 72% in 72 marks in Kannada. When it converted into percentage, it is 14%. So, we have cut it at 14%. We have divided this entire rectangular bar at 14%. Next, followed by that English, he has scored 85%. So, when it converted to percentage, it will be 16%. It will be difficult for us to find out from here where will be the 16%. It will be difficult. So, better use the cumulative percentage. So, first we have divided the rectangular bar at 14%. Next, we need to divide it at 30%. Next, 48%. Next, 65%. So, it will be easy. Followed by 82%. Next is 100. No need to divide. So, the entire length of the rectangular bar is 100%, but each segment, each component will be having different percentages. The same thing we have done with student B as well. So, here you need to go with index. So, where each shading, each pattern will indicate a specific segment or a component. So, this is how you are going to come up with the percentage bar diagram. Okay. So, what is the use of the percentage bar diagram? They are very useful in comparing percentage components. So, if you want to compare the percentage wise, for example, student A and student B, you want to compare the percentage. For example, what is the performance of student A in Kannada with respect to student B in Kannada? So, you can notice here student A performance is little not that good compared to student B in with respect to Kannada. There is a little more performance improvement here. So, in case if you want to compare the percentage components, then better to go with always with percentage bar diagram. So, thank you.